Magayong adlaw sa tanan. Welcome to NU Davao, everyone. To our video conference. Thank you, and yes, we're very glad that we have you joining us today for this historic moment and event for NU Davao. Alright, sure, welcome to all of us to our official press conference of NU Davao as we, of course, hold this historic event. Which I'm talking about our grand launch, right? So this is the 15th campus of National University here in the country, and also the first ever NU campus here in Mindanao. And well, the thing is, we take pride with the number. Yes, we may be the 15th campus, but we also take pride with the fact that we'll be one of the largest campuses of NU outside Manila. Because, of course, the biggest or the largest city in the Philippines in terms of that area deserves one of the biggest or bigger campuses of NU. And yeah, this is where big things happen, apparently. Alright, so I know we have a tight schedule for our press conference today. So let me just quickly give you the very rationale of this particular press con. Of course, we take this very opportunity to really be able to introduce for the very first time to the public, of course, to you, our friends from the media, NU Davao and exactly how it tries to commit to its very vision and mission as it enters the already vibrant educational landscape of Davao City. And so, yeah, we aspire definitely to be one of the leading and the most dynamic academic institutions, not only here in Davao, but also the entire Mindanao. So, of course, that said, we aim in this press con to share to everyone even a clearer view, a clearer image as well of how NU Davao shall commit to its promise for academic excellence. Of course, we intend to share our state-of-the-art facilities and share more about our industry-relevant programs that we have definitely designed to empower the Davaoan students, the Mindanaoans as well, for their growth, for their exploration, and for their future with which they can take leadership roles with such confidence. So we hope to be able to be successful in strengthening our engagement with the public through you today. All right. So with that said, allow me this time to share or to introduce our resource speakers, our school heads, not only the very drivers of NU Davao, but also at the same time, the ones who will be sharing more about NU Davao to all of you this morning. So, as I introduce them, of course, we wish and we welcome opening statements from them. We begin with, of course, speaking of big things in NU Davao, let us welcome the towering energy of UAAP volleyball champion himself, who is our admissions coordinator, Mr. Joshua Noel Cagas. And we'll have that later as we have the entire band sit here in front. So anyway, let's welcome as well our senior high school principal, Ma'am Kay Rita A. Pan. We also have today our academic director of NU Davao, Mr. John Ray Camoron. And finally, our executive director, Mr. Edwin J. Long. So before we get into all of your questions, perhaps we can hear a statement or a few coming from our panel. Yes, yes.
Good morning, members of the press. I am Kayrika Kama, the senior high school principal of NU Davao. Thank you for gracing us today. As we move forward later, we are going to dig into your queries regarding the school, and we look forward to establish good partnership with you along the way. Thank you once again. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Edwin. You can call me Jed. I'm originally from Davao, but I worked for 25 years at NU Asia Pacific College, is the Makati campus of National University. But I'm back and I'm happy to see everyone and hope to see you in the next days, weeks, months, and even years to come. Good morning.
Alright, so good morning, Madaya Davao, and mabuhay Mindanao. It's good to be back home. So it's an honor, being an athlete representing Davao City and National University before, to come back home and somehow share the education benefits that I got with National University. So at this point, as the admissions coordinator, welcome to our partner medias, and we hope to answer your queries as well in getting to know National University Davao better. Thank you po.
Good morning and maayong pag-abot sa NU Davao. I'm John Ray Camorongan, the Academic Director. You can call me John. I'm the former Dean of the College of Education, Arts and Sciences of National University Clark Campus. So ako po import. Pasensya nyo na later, yung Bisaya ko. Gamay pa lang, Tagalog. So later, I will also learning with our colleagues and students, of course, with our partners. Especially, we are initially promoting 9 programs, and later or sooner, we are going to promote more programs, and part of it definitely in our communication industry. Maraming salamat po. Great. At this point, thank you very much, by the way, for students. Yes, at this point, we'll definitely welcome questions from the media. So we'll be recognizing the acknowledging them. Once you're called, please do a quick intro and maybe mention about your media affiliations that our panel will also know. And again, of course, we'll want to hear yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, right before I would ask the question, I would like to introduce myself first. Maayong adlaw, mabuhay ug madaya. Welcome to Davao City. I am Carlo Dolier of Kadangpan Digital. If anyone can answer of course, the question, of course, familiar man sa atin with regards sa NU Bulldogs, I believe, because napapanood namin yan for every basketball game. But in general, for the benefit of those who are not aware about National University, what is it and what is really the core mission and vision for those Davaoenos and Mindanaoans alike who would give excellence to those who wanted to enroll?
Anyone from the panel perhaps?
Okay. Actually, I think it's a question for everybody, but I will start by saying that we're bringing in National University in Davao as a beacon of an institution where education really works. We don't want education to just be a place or a time where you're going to spend waiting for you to start working, but really want the National University in Davao to be the catalyst for you to be trained and become ready to be working in the industry. That's why one of the differences of what NU can offer is that we have a 2-term internship program. So that is part of the curriculum where before you graduate, you're going to work for 6 months in an actual working environment. So you have your own employer, so you just enroll in NU Davao, but you will be working outside, Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. So that is one of the projects that we are introducing in NU Davao.
Yes, sir. Also, I'd like to add, syempre, NU Davao kasi we would really like to provide quality education and at the same time affordability and accessibility. Kasi for us Mindanaoans, it's very common for us to study in Manila just to get quality education, but what NU did was to give access for the Mindanaoans the quality of education that we could only get in Manila before. So that is why we are also established here in Davao, as this is also the one key areas in Mindanao where students would really like to get quality education. Thank you.
Right? Thank you for the question. I would like to add and be more specific probably. Integrating sports and quality education hand in hand. But definitely, for instance, our students with the board examinations, accountancy, psychology, medical technology, and our ongoing application with civil engineering, BS nursing, we provide students an opportunity to excel in their specific field. We never ask students to shift to another courses, yet we provide them proper intervention in terms of their academic works. We provide not a failing rate of 70, 74, but we provide R stands for repeat. As much as we want, if this is your really a part of your advocacy in life, to be an accountant or certified public accountant later on, a psychometrician, etc. Definitely we're going to support it, and you provide that specific standard. We don't have that kind of retention policy that will ask the student, shift ka na lang, kasi pagsak ka sa isang GEPED, pagsak ka sa dalawang major. Rather, we provide proper accommodation and intervention and more chances for the students. Until such time, the students and even their guardians or parents will later say, hindi ka talaga para dito, anak. And in this institution, we don't say it for you. You discover it for yourself as a national or future national. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll have the next question.
Hello, good morning. My name is Jesha Otiana from the City Government of Davao under the City Information Office. Of course, I'm from here, so my bias is about generating economic impact of the establishment of NU here in Davao City. So I'm curious about the expected economic impact of the establishment of the NU here in Davao. So most particularly the jobs that it will generate for our Davaoenos, will NU be prioritizing local employment here in Davao City? And if yes, mga ilan po ba yung i-expect natin na i-source na mga faculties for, not only faculties, also teaching staff here in, for NU Davao?
Thank you for that question. That's actually what Ben and Shed asked us when we applied for permits. And I'm proud to say that yes, around 99% of the staff and faculty that we're hiring are actually from Davao region. And of course, the 1% would probably be an administrator that we would like to get from other NU campuses. And also, originally, people from Davao region who works in Manila and in any other campus of NU, from in Luzon and in Visayas, because we're the first in Mindanao, and ask them if they're interested to go home and come back to Davao and work with us. Because before they saw that there's been no opportunity to be working productively in the region, but now they see that we are now ready to accommodate them, right? So we're welcoming them back. In fact, some of them are here, and later on we will introduce them to you, right? And of course, one of our mascot for the Bulldogs, and also our representative for that group of staff would be our admissions coordinator. He studied in NU Manila, he worked in Manila, and then now is working for NU Davao.
Thank you. Let me just add, and it's a beautiful question. Let me just add, when we were trying to put up the fire campus before, Pampanga, Sir Jed mentioned about being a catalyst, game changer in a region. And I'm also expecting the same type of accommodation and also competition, or healthy competition among educational institutions in Davao. And that's what we really want. Actually, we have also courtesy visits in some of the university headed by our executive director to previous prestigious universities in Davao, like Ateneo, of course, and University of Mindanao, right? In this point, we really want to expand opportunities, particularly in terms of employment for Davao region. Aside from the employment, the possible businesses that we could also put up, and partners. The tables that we have probably, right? The local suppliers that we have, that we open more opportunities for the business sector. But close to my heart, probably close to stomach, is that it's all about employment. We take pride of hearing a feasibility or having feasibility studies that one of the, what do you call this, above the standard in terms of minimum wage is from NU Davao. I don't know yet if I could divulge a certain minimum wage of the faculty, but definitely Sir SP can attest of that. And again, we don't want to disrupt any operations. We welcome all faculty. And not to mention, we never had a hard time with acquiring or even recruiting competent, qualified master's degree holders from the senior high school up to college level, all of them with the master's degree holders. That's why we are very amazed and impressed with the workforce or human resources that we have in Davao City. And we love, and according to Sir Jed, that's correct, 99% of all of these, from our program chairs, our principals, and to the rest of the faculty are from Davao. Ako lang po talaga ang import. Pasensya nyo, makakantulin rin na. Kaya matututo na ako Bisaya, Sir Jed. Ang KPI ko kay Sir Jed, next year, dapat Bisaya na ako. My wife and I actually relocated here. No? So, hinamon ko rin siya, dapat next year, Bisaya na tayo. Kaya nakakintindi na kami, no? That's one. And another thing, probably, one word that I could really share in terms of opportunities, it could be one's tiraya. Let's welcome NU Davao, because probably your teachers, your best teachers in elementary and high school, this is their tiraya that they're waiting for all of the benefits and opportunities that will open. Sir SB is right, this is the first, and we always emphasize this is the first campus in Mindanao, because definitely there's the next campuses in Mindanao. Thank you.
Good morning, Antonio Culina from Mindanao. Just a clarification. The pool of teachers you have, majority of them came from other NU campuses or graduates of NU?
Let me directly answer, it's definitely no, 100% of them actually. When we are referring to faculty, from the program heads, our principal, and the faculty, these are from Davao region. Narinig ako from Bukidnon, pero definitely within the region.
Another, how many students do we expect to enroll in July, and are we still on track to meet the target for the opening?
Yes, sir. Thank you for that wonderful question. So I believe I'll be the one to answer that as the admissions head. So we're targeting 1,500 students for July, and as of the moment, we're currently on track naman po in hitting those targets. So it was really heartwarming for us in the first 2 weeks to reach sabihin ka na ba, sir? Na yung target, so 1/3 na po. Yes. So nasa 1/3 na po kami of hitting our targets for July. Yes, in just 11 days po yun. So, yun po. Thank you.
I'll go back to the number of teachers. How many teaching personnel and non-teaching staff?
Good morning. Regarding the number, we were overwhelmed with the response of the community. Many students who are enrolling coming from the public school and from the private school. So we may extend a little more of our job hiring for the post. because initially we prepared for 13 classrooms and we look forward to having around 24 because of the number. So, given the expected number of students, we would be hiring more than what we have as of the moment. So, we are very grateful for the community because they embraced NU and they were able to trust us to take part in the educative process of our students moving forward, starting from senior high school. So, it's commended word of mouth from the parents, from the students, how accessible it is for the community. And we heard good responses of how they were facilitated during the inputs of how they know NU in general.
Yung one-third na nasabi kanina na one-third of the 1.5 na target, saan po sila galing from Davao and from what other parts of Finland?
Okay, so that's actually a good question, sir. No? Most of our enrollees are from Davao, especially for senior high school. But it already changed when it turns to college, no? Kasi most of our enrollees came from Davao and the south, no? South Cotabato. We even have enrollees from Samal, no? Even from the north as far as Nabunturan, Surigao, Butuan. We have those enrollees din po. No? Sa south po, as far as Cotabato and also Tawi-Tawi, we have enrollees from Tawi-Tawi as well po. Ayun po. So, as goal of the admissions team, since we're the first campus here in Mindanao, we will reach as much as possible, no, sa lahat po ng parte ng Mindanao po. And that's our goal for this year as well.
Just one last, kasi yung NU Davao campus is composed of just one whole building. What measures perhaps you can take in terms of during the construction phase to earthquake-proof and fire-proof the campus?
Actually, part of the requirements before we can open is that we should have an occupancy permit. And we really went through the eye of the needle when we got the permits and certification from different agencies of the government. And I'm proud to say that we are passing, of course, the minimum requirements. In fact, we are complying more than the minimum requirements of the government. So that includes the fire safety, that includes the building safety, of course including the operation with the SM malls for the different ways of making sure that our faculty, our students and educators are always safe, right? In fact, it was the time that the administrators of all of NU, all over the Philippines, were here when we had that dual earthquake. So everybody was here, so everybody was able to experience how is it that Davaoenos are really resilient when it comes to natural disasters. Because after that, there was an inspection, there was really a strict check on everything that we offer, and everything that we have as facilities of NU Davao, and we pass the inspection of the government.
Thank you very much. Some more, yes ma'am, some more questions. Well,
Sir, I am Prince Banson, by the way, a friend of NU. Explain ko lang po, yung 1.5 na sinasabi nyo, ano yun ang mga estudyante? Is this all senior high school?
Initially po, ma'am, yung sa senior high school, we are expecting around only 500. But as of this moment, after 11 days of enrollment period, nasa close to 500 na po kasi kami. So that's how overwhelming the enrollees are on our end for the senior high school. So the rest from the 1.5 will be taken from the college department po. That's why I said earlier, we might expand more for the numbers for the students that we are going to accommodate for the senior high school. Kasi po, madami na ganyan.
Thank you for the clarification. I'd like to ask another question. If, sasagutin niyo po, how much investment did you infuse in putting up a school here in Davao? And why is it that you took long to come to Davao?
to be so long.
Movie. Alright. Actually, NU Davao is the 15th campus. And it probably took so long for NU to open a campus in Davao because we're the farthest from the capital, no, of the Philippines. The first campus of NU is actually NU Manila. It's more than 100 years old. We celebrated the 125th year anniversary last year, right? So, and it took, almost 100 years for NU to open, a campus. So, what we can say is that the original campus is NU Manila. We have the Nazareth School, NU Nazareth, which is our basic education. And we also have NU Asia Pacific College in Makati, where I came from, right? And after that, we expanded to the different cities and regions in the Philippines. NU Bacolod opened 2 years ago, and then NU Cebu, NU Bacolod opened last year, and NU Cebu opened this year. And for the first time, there will be an NU in Mindanao, and that is NU Davao. When it comes to investment, it's actually more of an advocacy on the part of SM, right? So, C family saw the potential of an education institution to be their way of giving back to the community, right? That's why NU was established as a non-profit organization, right? That's why we can afford to bring down the cost of education in NU. So we're one of the, what we call the most affordable institutions, both in senior high school, in basic education, and even in college. And we are planning to offer graduate education also for the Davaoenos and Mindanaoans.
What's the figure, sir, investment? How much did you invest?
We probably asked SM, but it was a big investment. In fact, it was something that we can say that really contributed to the progress of not only Davao City but the region in general, and even Mindanao, right? So we are the biggest tenant in the expansion building. So we're in the expansion building. And of course, I'll take this opportunity to invite you to our grand launch this afternoon at 1 o'clock. And one of our main guests are our NU Pep Squad, the 9-time champions of UAAP. So they're already here, and they'll be performing this afternoon at the activity center of the expansion area. NU is 28,000, more than 28,000 square meters. In fact, we're the biggest campus other than NU Manila. Alright, at least for this year, because NU Iloilo will open next year, and some of our existing campuses will be expanding, alright, their facilities. So as of this year, NU Davao is the biggest in terms of square meters in area.
Great. Next, we have a question here.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Tani from the Government Tayo. Curious lang po kami. How affordable is tuition compared to other universities in Davao? And are there any scholarships or financial aid programs available in Davao?
Perhaps you can hear from both academic heads.
I'll speak on behalf of the senior high school. So our rate for the whole school year would be around 40. I'll just give it in figures so that you can visualize the differences. It's 49,000 exclusive of the voucher. So from the students who are coming from the public school, it's less than 20,000. From the students coming from the private school with ESE, it's less than 16,000. Apart from that, there are additional discounts if they are coming from the SM affiliates, which is around 20%, if I'm right. And they can also avail several discounts that will be discussed by Sir Josh later. So, looking at the figures, comparing it to our neighboring institutions, there's really significant difference of the amount. So that's why sometimes it would entice students to come in, especially not only the accessibility and affordability of the tuition fee, but the quality of education that we will provide moving forward. Thank you.
Yes, for college naman po, no, our rates ranges at around 26,000 to 36,000 po. Yun po yung range natin, no, depending on the program naman po yun. What's good lang din with National University kasi in terms of enrollment, we allow students to enroll with a down payment of 6,100 for the enrolling, regardless if it's senior high school or college program. With regards to scholarships, what we offer in our senior high school is the National Discount Program wherein we give 30% discount, no, as academic naman po siya, yung requirement po namin. Alright, so ang kailangan po nila is a minimum grade of 90 para po mag-qualify po namin. So it will be, we will be having our online applications for our scholarships using our NUquest naman po. For college, we do have a lot of options in terms of scholarships. We do have the Gold Scholarship Program or the Mariano Hoxon, wherein we give 100% tuition fee and miscellaneous as well, and at the same time stipend, no, and uniform allowance. So this can be awarded to our graduate with highest honors po. If ever naman that the student graduated with high honors, they can qualify to our Blue Scholarship naman po, wherein ang difference nila po is the 100% tuition fee and miscellaneous pa rin po. Wala lang po yung mga uniform allowance and stipends po. Next naman, for those who will graduate with honors, now they can apply for our White Scholarship naman po. So wherein there will be a minimum grade requirement and a GWA requirement. Everything naman po will be announced on our Facebook page as well, and dun po sa NUquest po namin. As also stated the Principal K, we do give scholarships especially to our uniformed personnel. So members of the BFP, PNP, BCG, lahat po yun, we give them discounts, and some of them already availed the 20% discount. So if their dependents are enrolled in the senior high school program, they get 20% discounts on tuition fee. But if they enroll naman in college, they will cover the 20% discount for both tuition fee and miscellaneous naman po. So all they have to do is to get the recommendation from their agencies, from their head office, present their photocopy of their employment ID and the photocopy of their birth certificate and their dependents naman po. And then for those naman na single, na mga part ng ating mga uniform personnel, they could also yung mga kapatid po nila, they could also enroll their siblings. They just have to present the CENOMAR, the Certificate of No Marriage, para ma-avail po ng mga siblings po nila yung discounts for the beneficiaries po.
26,000, is it monthly or semestral?
This is on a per term po. Per term po siya. Ayun po. And then, we still offer naman discounts if they pay straight payment, cash payment po. May discount din po siya. Yes po. For the senior high, yung 49 to 53,000, nasa po yun. For 1 year na po yun. So hindi po siya per term. 1 year na po yun. So wala na rin naman pong books na babayaran po doon.
Yes, I would like to emphasize for the senior high school, although we are offering the trimester system, the self-tuition fees for 1 academic year, 49,000 pesos. So that's good for 1 academic year. For the college, the range provided by Sir Josh is per term. Because probably in the next term, may mga laboratory subjects or courses nila
doon na mag-range, no? May additional laboratory fees sa miscellaneous nila, other. So these are part of trimester system that we have. The good thing about trimester system, kung gusto natin ng installment, lalo kung natin tutulungan yung parents ng installment pa. Kasi nga, 3 terms yun, no? For one academic year. So we already have our feasibility studies. We also studied the university, and probably Sir Jet would also share. Kasi ngayon yung mga enrollees na tayo, nagtataka sila, meron silang discount doon sa baba, lahat sila. Because there's a certain percentage, probably our executive director will also share, na we have lowered the tuition fee compared to NU Manila tuition fee per unit, especially for both, senior high school and college. Sir, probably yung percentage ng discount natin.
Actually, NU Davao offered the provincial rate. So we are lowering tuition compared to our campuses in Luzon area. One more thing is that based on the approved tuition that we got from CHED and DepEd, we decided, the management of National University decided to offer less than what is approved by CHED and DepEd. That's why some of our enrollees were surprised that there's a special discount given to them automatically when they enroll. And that is because out of the hearts of our administrators, we decided to offer the tuition at a much lower rate. In fact, there were a lot of scholarships mentioned earlier, but I also want to mention that we do offer also a lot of scholarships based on the economic status of the family where the student came from. This is out of the hearts of our alumni, our partners, and one of the most attractive scholarships that we offer based on economic status is the SM Foundation Scholarship. So for those who are interested, they can just approach the information counter of any SM mall. Right? And that's where they can get the application form. And if it's approved by SM, okay, they can just come to us, enroll, and SM will be the one to pay for their tuition 100% with allowance, with book allowance, with transportation allowance. In fact, and if they graduate with honors, they will receive a special gift also from our president and our chairman of the board.
Okay, thank you very much, XE. We also have a question here.
Follow up lang namin yung, ma'am, can you give us, tanong ni RJ kanina, can you give us a figure dun po sa teaching tsaka non-teaching staff po? Figure lang po. Tapos, second question, yung 2 floors po, ano ang maximum capacity niya po? If you're targeting 1,500 students, or there will be possible expansion pa po. Maximum capacity ng 2 floors. Tapos, third po, kasi hindi na-mention yung what's in store for sports program ng NU, knowing na ano kayo sa volleyball, or what's in store for the NU Davao sports program?
Regarding the number of faculties, ma'am, on my list, we have 18 faculties for senior high school. For the initial plan of having the 13 sections, that is in line with the new strengthened curriculum. So if you will notice, the number is not that big because there are only limited subjects to be offered for senior high school. But given that, aside from the faculties, there will be also several non-teaching employees that would accommodate the senior high school. So roughly around 12 to 15 as well.
Actually, when we applied for permits for the 10 programs, including senior high school, we already hired 50 faculty members and administrators. No? That's 5 manpower for every program that we apply. So total of 50. And out of that faculty and administrators, we also hired one staff for every 2 faculty members. So we have 25 all in all for the staff. So that's a total of 75. And that is only for the initial application of permits. And once we open, we're looking at around 200 faculty members and administrators, plus 100 staff members, so a total of 300 for the 1,500 students that we have. But it looks like, based on the projection of our admissions coordinator, is looking at doubling that 1,500 students. So it also follows that we will also double our faculty and staff. Now, answering the question on capacity, the capacity actually of the campus is 18,000 students. But we're just initially accepting or targeting 1,500 students based on what happened with other campuses. So our basis is NU Cebu, which was able to get 1,400 students on their first year of operations this school year. So we said, well, if NU Cebu is 1,400, then we are 1,500 or more. No? So Davao will not say na magkatalo tayo sa Cebu. No, we're much better siguro in terms of performance, in terms of the skills of the Davaoeños, which we're hiring for our faculty and staff. So that's why if you later during the tour, you will see a lot of deferred areas, which we will not be using in the meantime. But they are already complete. They're ready to be used once the demand comes in.
Alright, we'll probably cater to one more. Yes, Sir Josh.
Also, ma'am, in terms of the athletics program naman po na yung nabanggit niyo po kanina, currently po, we still don't have any local varsity as of the moment since we're still getting enrollees. But what's in store for our local athletes, no? Kasi it gives them a higher chance or a higher opportunity to, let's say, study or play in the UAAP, no? Study in Manila. Easy recruitment for the NU Bulldogs, which is our main varsity program. That could be one. In terms of local tryouts, our teams from Manila, NU different varsity teams could already use NU Davao as their tryout venue. We're also studying on the local varsity program eventually to have now. So mangyayari po siya. Kasi it was already established in other campuses like NU Clark. They were already able to create their local varsity teams naman po. No? So, in terms of facilities, we do have facilities that could support different sporting programs, like our basketball shift. It could cater our basketball team and volleyball team, and at the same time, badminton din po. Okay, so in terms of facility, we are actually ready to handle. No? So, yung enrollees ka lang po talaga. No, and based on the enrollment, we've been interviewing students. I mean, there are a lot of students who are really athletes, mga athletes during their high school days who would also like to somehow improve their talents with the support of National University po.
Just one more thing, because National University is very popular when it comes to UAAP. But last year, the administrators decided to start with what we call the Nationalian Games. So this is an opportunity for all campuses to compete against each other within the NU system. Now, it started last year, and we're very lucky that it's already existing when we opened this year. So our students will have the opportunity to represent NU Davao in the Nationalian Games this year when we open. And based on, of course, the quality of the athletes that we're providing in NU Manila, coming from Davao, it looks like we have a very good chance of taking it maybe in the top 5 or even one of the champions, no? Especially when it comes to volleyball.
Thank you, XD. We'll have last two questions, but there was also a question from our friends from the media. They're inquiring if we can share about out of the college programs, which course had the most enrollment so far. They're curious about it, Sir Josh.
Yes, sir. So that's really a wonderful question. So for college, one of our top courses that we're applying for ng mga students is actually the MedTech, Medical Technology, the Tourism Management, Psychology, and also Accountancy. So yun po yung top 4 programs natin for college po.
Good morning, sir. Amy of Davao One News. How does NU Davao ensure that its policies promote religious sensitivity and inclusivity among students of diverse faiths while maintaining a respectful and non-discriminatory campus environment?
Thank you for that question. Number one, we can really assure the National University Finance Secretariat. We have a chapel on the 5th floor. We have a prayer room, separate prayer room for, sixth floor. So we have a policy for these type of religious activities, student organizations. They just need to register their organization for a specific sect in our university. So definitely they have their bylaws, etc. So at least we will be able to know if there's certain activities, if they are following the institutional rules of the university. And in terms of definitely inclusivity, we are accepting students. In terms of their gender, regardless of their gender, the uniform itself actually is very gender sensitive. You have you have a slacks or you have a skirt. So they have that particular option for both gender, for male and female. For all genders, definitely we have those types of policies from the uniform to religious aspects as well. Sir, probably you will.
First and foremost, we are very sensitive to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which is really focused on inclusivity and diversity. And we actually put it as part of our mission and vision, as part of our strategic goals, to make sure that each and every student and faculty will have a welcoming environment once they are inside National University.
One last follow-up question, sir. What specific program also, sir, or policies can NU Davao implement to prevent bullying and promote cultural awareness among our students?
Given that, ma'am, we try to integrate national course to our students, so embedding the core values of National University. We also have programs to be conducted by the guidance counselors, close hand-in-hand monitoring with the teachers. So we give snacks first with the teachers, and then in the homeroom, for the senior high school, we have homeroom programs intended for that matter.
We also have a partnership with barangay to make sure that our students will have the opportunity to make sure that they protect themselves from bullying, right within the community where NU belongs, which is Matina Aplaya. So we have very close relationships with them, especially for our senior high school students, which are basically less than 18 years old. So technically they're not yet adults. So it's very important that we support them in partnership with not only the barangay but around 3 or 4 government agencies and private organizations.
Just one last question.
Sir, let me just add that aside from the anti-bullying policy, we established a committee. And this particular committee from the bullying, safe spaces, sexual harassment, these are people, particularly the faculty, including the academic heads, definitely have a certain training from the top management from any Manila on how to handle these particular cases.
So we are very particular with all cases with regards to safe spaces. That's why we are upgrading also in terms of our seminar workshop, training, and also empowering our students in terms of their rights and who to call, what to call. So all of these are posted. We have the poster with their specific numbers to call. Our guidance counselor has a certain policy as well in terms of these safe spaces. Thank you.
I would like to go back to the senior high program. How many slots will you be opening for the senior high for this school year?
Initially, ma'am, I mapped out good for 13 sections, but we are already occupied around roughly, I need to open another set. So that's the reality po. Paubusan ko na po sila ng slot as early as now. And we look forward to open the class by July 13 pa po. So given the duration and the influx of enrollees, I think there is a need for us to open another set of sections or for the students to be accommodated.
Ilang set isa lang?
Ano po?
Isang set na, ilang set ito?
Yung isang set po, that is good for 13 sections.
How many students will first?
Ideally 40 as mandated by DepEd, but we'll trim it down to 35 to 38. Yun yung max capacity ng per section po namin.
Sir, kay Sir Lon, yung hiring ng faculty, how many faculty are you trying to hire from Davao City?
Actually, technically, it's, our target is 100%. Would be from Davao region. No, of course, Davao City, majority of them. But we do have applicants from Tago, from Digos, from Mati, from Nabunturan, and even as far as Jensan, Coronadal, and Agusan, Del Norte and Del Sur. So we were surprised why there was an interest, no, a big interest, but and we were happy, no, that it happened. But of course, we also want to make sure that they have the qualifications, no? So it's not only based on where you came from, but we have to make sure that, yes, you may be coming from the region, but we also want to make sure that we get, no, our best quality from our faculty, because they're the ones who will be representing us when it comes to teaching our students.
Kasi lang po, what specific programs po or courses, itong mga i-hire from Davao region? Like specific program.
Based on the programs that we'll be offering.
Thank you, ma'am. For the business, we have BS Accountancy, BS Tourism Management, and BS Management Accounting. For the allied health, we have Medical Technology, BS Psychology, and let me also inform everyone that we also applied for BS Nursing. And currently, CHED is evaluating it further, especially the CHED Central Office, the OPSD. And for the engineering and technology, we have architecture, civil engineering, and computer science. For computer science, we have two specializations. One is machine learning, who develop essentially artificial intelligence. Second one is the digital forensics. So all in all, we have 9 programs, 2 ending with the CHED application, specifically BS Civil Engineering and BS Nursing. So there are not to definitely watch for, especially for our Facebook page, when will be the enrollment of these 2 programs once we receive the actual permit from CHED. Thank you.
Sir, like in sports, sir, nag-train kayo ng mga players. Do you also have to train tayo sa ibang universities na mga faculty, staff?
Like what you said, ma'am, we try to partner with our other NU campuses. So we have hand in hand in the teacher development. So it's not only within the NU system, but we also reach out to international parties as well. So we're cooking on something, integrating from universities coming from Hong Kong, from China. So whatever extended communities that we would like to take part and to be of help in the community in building quality teachers as well.
Are you also offering dormitories?
dormitories namin po.
Okay. Yes, so apparently we'll have to wrap up with our press con this time around because technically we're not done yet because we are still going to give everyone the campus experience here in NU Davao with our campus tour. So I do hope that the very conversation we have today, thank you very much to our students, our panel, thank you very much to everyone for being with us today. I hope the very conversation that we've just had will definitely help out in being able to make things very clear for everyone. Before we go into the campus tour, let's perhaps hear out some quick closing skills from our panel.
Yes, and daghang salamat sa ating mga media partners here in Davao City. As the admissions head, I'm inviting everyone from Davao or also from Mindanao. No? Enrollment is ongoing here at National University Davao. We're open 8:30 to 5:30 po. Ay, Mondays till Saturdays po. Now we're accepting enrollees. Ay, so again, down payment lang po for enrollment is 6,100. You can enroll your children already here in NU Davao. Yan po. So maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Again, daghang salamat for the warm accommodation of everyone, especially the people of Davao City. Again, to our media partners, we provided initial course offering. We're going to provide more courses. According to Sir Jeff earlier, our executive director mentioned that this is 18,000 in terms of the student capacity. So definitely we're going to apply for more college programs in the coming years, especially for the next academic year. And also, let me just state that National University is a legacy project of the C family since 2008 when they entered the NU system. Now, since 2018, may question lang kanina, I just remember, since 2018, nasa Davao, meron na po tayong NU Davao campus na nasa mapa ni National University as part of the plan. No? Ito po yung 2018 na when we entered NU, 2018 pa lang po, nasa plano na si Davao City. So probably you know the fact, 2020 na pandemic tayo, and this is part of what we call 20 campuses plan of, or expansion plan of National University. So we are still waiting for 5 more campuses in the years to come. For example, next year we are expecting NU Iloilo. So definitely we're having more campuses in the years to come, like especially in Mindanao. We are doing just a feasibility study for more campuses in the region. Again, maraming salamat po and welcome to NU Davao.
I also have a message to other educational institutions of Davao City or the Davao region. Please don't worry because you are not our competitors. You are our partners in education. That's why consciously we make sure that we're getting faculty members and administrators from different schools. Right? We're not getting, let's say, a big number of faculty members just from one school. We're getting almost 1 or 2 possible from one school within the Davao region. So nothing to worry. In fact, we are already starting to join the different organizations of program chairs, the deans of all schools in Davao City and Davao region. And we are also offering our facilities to be used for different conventions, conferences, and meetings of all these educational institutions. And of course, if we are part of it, we will be able to use the facilities as sponsored by NU Davao, so we'll be able to use it for free. And for those who just want to use our facilities for something else, we have good rates for you. So, of course, everybody's welcome to come and visit us at any time. Thank you.
Thank you for your time and presence for today. We are looking forward to work hand in hand, bringing out the best of what Davaoenos are through quality education. So we would like to promote and empower all our students to bring out the best in them. So as we move forward, we are hoping to collaborate as a community and to take part in our government reaching out to our extended partners and build quality education. So I think that would be all for today, Sir SB.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Kay. Thank you very much, Sir Jen, Edie, John Ray, and Sir Josh.